Hello students, myself Mr. Santosh Pawar welcomes you all in MGC Learning. Under the chapter Control and Coordination, today we are going to see the diffuse endocrine gland. So our today's part is diffuse endocrine glands. Let's see what are the diffuse endocrine gland. Diffuse endocrine glands consist of cells, and all that cells they are scattered throughout the body. That cell they are scattered throughout the body in a two form, one in a isolated form and other in a group form. So student, diffuse endocrine glands consist of cells, and all that cells they are scattered throughout the body and they are present in a two forms, one in a isolated form and other in a group form. Today we are going to see some diffuse endocrine gland. So our today's content is diffuse endocrine glands. There are some examples, or today we are going to see the following diffuse endocrine glands. Number 1, placenta. Number 2, gastrointestinal tract. Number 3, heart. And number 4, kidney. So today we are going to see the following diffuse endocrine glands. Number 1, placenta. Number 2, gastrointestinal tract. Number 3, heart. And number 4, kidney. So we start with the first diffuse endocrine gland, that is placenta. Placenta is the temporary organ which is seen only in a eutherian animal. It is a temporary organ which is seen only in a eutherian animals. Student, eutherian animals are also called as a placental mammals. The animals having a placenta are called as a placental mammal. So eutherian animals are also called as a placental mammal. So what is the definition of a placenta? Placenta is the only organ in animals form of the tissue, and that tissue are derived from the two animal. One is a fetus and other is a mother. I repeat, placenta is a defined as it is the only organ in animals form of the tissue, and that tissue are derived from two animals. One is a fetus and other is a mother. Further, placenta is the organ where mother's blood comes in contact with the fetus blood. It is the organ where mother's blood comes in contact with the fetus blood. For the student, this placenta, it is a temporary endocrine gland. It is a temporary endocrine gland because it secretes three hormones. One, it's called as estrogen. Second one is called as progesterone, and third one is called as HCG. So take a brief idea about the placenta once again. Placenta is the temporary organ which is seen only in a eutherian animal. Eutherian animals are also called as a placental mammal. It is the only organ, placenta is the only organ in animals form of the tissue and which are derived from the two animals. One is a fetus and other is a mother. Further, placenta is the organ where mother's blood comes in contact with the fetal blood. Further, this placenta is a temporary endocrine glands because it secretes three hormones: estrogen, progesterone and the HCG. Let's see the function of these hormones of a placenta. As I said, placenta secretes three hormones. One is a estrogen, second one is a progesterone, third one is a HCG. Student, full form of HCG. H stand for human, C for chorionic and G for the gonadotropin. H for human, C for chorionic and G for the gonadotropin. The function of these hormones are as follows. Number 1, this hormone brings out the contraction of a uterine muscle. That means it carries out the contraction of a uterine muscle, and because of that uterus shows contraction. So the first function of this hormone is it checks the contraction of a uterine muscle, and because of that uterus shows a contraction. Second function, these hormone also maintain the thickness of a uterine endometrium. It also maintain the thickness of the uterine endometrium. Student, what is this endometrium? Endometrium is the wall of a uterus. Wall of a uterus is called as a endometrium. So this placenta, it secretes a hormone, and this hormone, it maintain the thickness of the uterine endometrium. So by using these two function, or by performing these two function, placenta maintains a pregnancy in a female. I repeat, placenta secretes a three hormone. One is called as estrogen, second one is a progesterone, third one is a HCG. The function of this hormone, it check the contraction of a uterine muscle, so uterus shows a contraction. It maintain the thickness of the uterine endometrium. Endometrium is the wall of a uterus, and a uterus is also called as a womb. So by using this hormone, or the placenta maintains the pregnancy. So this is about the placenta. Take a brief idea about a placenta once again. Placenta is a temporary organ seen only in a eutherian animal. It is the organ in an animal form of the tissue which are derived from the two animals. One is a fetus, another is a mother. It is the organ where mother's blood comes in contact with the fetus blood. Further, this placenta, it is a temporary endocrine gland because it secretes the three hormones: estrogen, progesterone and HCG. Full form of HCG is a human chorionic gonadotropin. It performs the following function. It checks the contraction of uterine muscle. It maintains the thickness of the uterine endometrium. Thus, it maintains the pregnancy. Start with the second diffuse endocrine gland, that is gastrointestinal tract. Gastrointestinal tract is also called as a alimentary canal. So student, another word for the gastrointestinal tract is called as a alimentary canal. Into the alimentary canal or into the gastrointestinal tract, endocrine glands are present, but they are in a scattered form. So into the gastrointestinal tract or into the alimentary canal, endocrine glands are present, but these endocrine glands, they are present in a scattered form. And these endocrine glands, they secretes the four hormones, and the name of that hormones are gastrin, secretin, CCK and GIP. I repeat, gastrointestinal tract is also called as alimentary canal. Many endocrine glands are located into the gastrointestinal tract, but that endocrine glands, they are in a scattered form. And they secrete the four hormones. One is a gastrin, second is a secretin, third one is a CCK, fourth one is a GIP. Let's see the function of all these hormones. Start with the function of a gastrin. Point number one, gastrin. This gastrin stimulates the gastric glands of the stomach. It stimulates the gastric glands of the stomach, and because of that stimulation, gastric glands of the stomach start secreting the gastric juice, which is important for the digestion process. So gastrin stimulates the gastric gland of a stomach, and because of that stimulation, gastric gland of a stomach starts secreting the gastric juice, which is important for the digestion. Second hormone of a gastrointestinal tract is secretin. This secretin, it also stimulates or it acts on the exocrine part of a pancreas. It stimulates exocrine part of a pancreas, and because of that, exocrine part of a pancreas starts secreting the pancreatic juice, which is also important for the digestion. So secretin, it stimulates the exocrine part of a pancreas, and because of that stimulation, exocrine part of a pancreas starts secreting the pancreatic juice. So gastrin stimulates the gastric gland. Secretin stimulates exocrine part of the pancreas. Third hormone, CCK. The full form of a CCK, C stands for chole. Again C stands for the cysto and K for the kinin. Cholecystokinin. So full form of a CCK, cholecystokinin. The function of this hormone, it acts on a pancreas and a gallbladder. It acts on the pancreas and the gallbladder and it stimulates them, and because of that stimulation pancreatic enzymes and bile juice are secreted out. Student, CCK, the full form of a CCK is cholecystokinin. It acts on the pancreas and a gallbladder and it stimulates them, and because of that stimulation the pancreas and the gallbladder, they start secreting the pancreatic enzyme and the bile juice. Pancreatic enzymes are secreted by the pancreas and the bile juice is secreted by the gallbladder. So this is about the function of a CCK. Fourth hormone is a GIP. The full form of a GIP, G stands for gastric, I for inhibitory, P for a peptide. So gastric inhibitory peptide hormone. This hormone, it stops or it inhibits the gastrin secretion. It stops the secretion of a gastrin. So this is about the function of a GIP, and the full form of a GIP is gastric inhibitory peptide hormone. I repeat the functions of all these hormones. Gastrin, it stimulates the gastric gland, and because of stimulation gastric gland starts secreting gastric juice. Secretin, it stimulates exocrine part of a pancreas, and because of that exocrine part of a pancreas starts secreting pancreatic juice. CCK, the full form of a CCK is a cholecystokinin. It acts on the pancreas and a gallbladder and stimulate them. Because of that pancreas starts secreting pancreatic enzyme and the gallbladder starts secreting bile juice. GIP, it is a gastric inhibitory peptide hormone. It inhibits the gastric secretion. So this is about the second diffuse endocrine gland called as a gastrointestinal tract or the alimentary canal. Start with the third, heart. The the diffuse endocrine gland is a heart. The endocrine part of a heart is called as the muscles of a arterial wall. So muscles of the arterial wall, they are endocrine in a function. Students, remember here the muscles of a arterial wall acts the role of or perform the function of endocrine. So they are endocrine in a function because they secrete a hormone called as ANF. ANF, this is a hormone which is secreted by the muscles of the arterial wall. So muscles of the arterial wall of a heart, they are endocrine in a function because they secrete a hormone known as ANF. So student, what is the endocrine part of a heart? So your answer is the muscles of the arterial wall is the endocrine in a function because they secretes a hormone known as ANF. Let's see the function of the ANF. First see the full form of ANF. The full form of ANF is A stands for arterial, N stands for natriuretic, F for the factor. So ANF means arterial natriuretic factor. Arterial natriuretic factor. Function. This, it secretes when the blood pressure increases. When the blood pressure increases, ANF is secreted from the muscles of the arterial wall, and then it causes dilation of the blood vessel due to which blood pressure decreases. Student, I repeat, see the important function of ANF. The full form of ANF is arterial natriuretic factor. It secretes when the blood pressure gets increased. Then this ANF, it causes dilation of the blood vessel and because of the dilation of the blood vessel, BP goes on decreasing. This is an important function performed by the ANF, and the heart acts as a diffuse endocrine gland. I repeat, heart acts as a diffuse endocrine gland because its muscles of the arterial wall act as a endocrine in a function. They secretes a hormone called as ANF, and the full form of ANF is arterial natriuretic factor. Function of this ANF, it secretes when the blood pressure increases. Then what is the role of this ANF? As the blood pressure increases, it starts dilating the blood vessel, and due to which blood pressure gets decreases. So we start with now the fourth diffuse endocrine gland, that is kidney. So the some part of a kidney or the endocrine part of a kidney is called as a juxtaglomerular cells. So juxtaglomerular cells are the endocrine inner function in the kidney. So in the kidney, which part acts as an endocrine inner function? So answer is the endocrine part of a kidney is juxtaglomerular cell. As it is endocrine part, that means it secretes a hormone. So the hormone secreted by the juxtaglomerular cells is known as a erythropoietin. So juxtaglomerular cell, which is endocrine in a function of a kidney, secretes which hormone? It secretes a hormone known as a erythropoietin. And the function of erythropoietin is it stimulates erythropoiesis. Students, erythropoiesis means formation of RBCs. Formation of RBCs is called as a erythropoiesis, and this process is occur into the bone marrow. So erythropoietin hormone, it stimulates the bone marrow for the erythropoiesis, means formation of RBCs. Student, I repeat the function of erythropoietin. Erythropoietin, it stimulates the process called as erythropoiesis. Erythropoiesis means formation of RBCs. And this erythropoiesis process is occur in a bone marrow. So erythropoietin hormone stimulates whom? It stimulates the bone marrow. So it stimulates the erythropoiesis. Erythropoiesis means formation of RBC. For this, it stimulates the bone marrow. This is the function of erythropoietin. So student, in this topic we have seen the 4 diffuse endocrine gland. One is a placenta, second is a gastrointestinal tract, third one is a heart, and the fourth one is a kidney. Thank you so much.